Hey everybody, hope you're doing alright today. I just finished a workout. Gonna get a cold plunge in before jiu-jitsu. And I was gonna talk about my channel a little bit and why I film my workouts. Let me unplug this cold plunge real quick. Probably don't have to, but I usually unplug it before I get in. I don't want to run any risk of getting shocked or anything. This is always the worst parts to getting in. Never gets any easier. Okay, anyhow, as I'm sure you know from watching my channel, I'm a firefighter. I'm a father of two beautiful daughters and an amazing wife. We've been married 11 years now, and we were married together before I got hired, so there's been a bumpy ride for sure. Life in the fire service isn't easy, especially for a wife. I have a similar story to everybody else, I'm sure. I was gung-ho when I got to be hired. Before I got hired, I went through the fire academy. I was probably in the best shape of my life. I was down to like 220 pounds, which was amazing for me since my whole time growing up I've always been big, chunky. I graduated high school, I was 315 pounds, and I was pretty sloppy. I was strong, but I needed to be a lot lighter than that. I went to college for a little while. That didn't really work out. So I went from there and I worked for the California Conservation Corps. Did that for a couple years. It was awesome. Worked in Yosemite National Park. Built some trails there. I always wanted to be a firefighter, so we moved to Oklahoma and I went ahead and thought I'd pursue that. Went through a fire academy. That went well. Got my certification, got my EMT basic done, and then I applied. The first place I applied, I was fortunate enough, tested well, made it through everything and got hired, and that was Garland, Texas. It's been a great home for me so far. I mean, I've been there almost 14 years. It'll be 14 years in January, I believe. I was, I think, 23 or 24 when I got hired. And went through another fire academy. That was good. Got to get more hands-on skills and finally made it out to the station. And then, as a lot of people, like it does for a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot, I kind of started packing on some pounds. I got busy with everything else. Didn't prioritize my fitness. Before I knew it, I'd ballooned back up. I was 250, 260, 270. Sat there for a long time. Got on the ambulance. I was on the busiest ambulance in the city for 6 or 7, maybe 8 years. And didn't sleep much. Worked a ton of overtime. I was working 50 shifts overtime a year. Always on the ambulance. Always grumpy. Not sleeping. Really packed on the weight. I get up to 300 pounds a couple times. I get back down to 250, go back up, kind of yo-yo back and forth. One night when I decided I really needed to make a change, we had a fire in my ambulance. My partner and I were the first ones on. The engine pulled up right behind us. This house was getting it. The officer on the engine that day decided to use a deck gun. We didn't have anybody to help us. So there's the three on the engine, the officer, the driver, and the tailboard. So on the ambulance, he wanted to use a deck gun. Everybody's busy. Nobody had established a water supply. So I thought, well, I'll get the water supply. So I grabbed the 5-inch off the back of the engine. It was about a 200-foot lay, so 2 full sections to the hydrant. Well, I drug it over there as fast as I could, got it hooked up to the hydrant, and I was destroyed. Man, I was done. I couldn't catch my breath. And that's when I realized I had to change something. I worked out this entire time. I always lifted a lot in the gym. And it wasn't enough. So I changed. I started doing a lot of CrossFit. I do a hero WOD every shift before shift. And did that for several years. That helped some, but I still was real heavy. So then I finally decided I had to make a change. My home life was getting bad because all the lack of sleep, and I was too grumpy and a butt all the time. Wasn't home enough. So I finally got to a slower station. We sleep a lot at night now. Not all night, but some nights we get to sleep a lot. I get to prioritize my fitness more. And I've been doing that. And I thought I'd take folks along on my journey, which is why I started filming my stuff I filmed all my workouts. I changed how I worked out, which is what I do a lot now, is all functional type fitness. I do a lot of sandbags, kettlebells, body weight stuff. I do a lot of running, and it's changed a lot. I started jiu-jitsu almost 4.5 years ago, and that's been a game changer also. It's something I love. I decompress doing it, and it's been great for me. It gives me a community outside of the fire department. It's something to look forward to. So really recommend that. So I've been bringing folks along on my journey, trying to post my videos and my workouts. I really don't make any money off posting it. It takes a ton of time. It's a pain in the butt to film it. But what keeps me going is every time I think about quitting, somebody else will message me and be like, "You're really inspiring me to keep going forward and don't quit." Well, it's the only reason I'm still doing it, because if it was just for likes and clicks, I don't make anything off of it, so it's really not worth it. But if I can inspire people, help other people to get on this fitness journey, better themselves, become better occupational athletes, do better for the people we serve, that's what it's all about. So I'll keep doing this as long as it keeps going good. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and post them. I'll try to get back to you. Likes, comments, stuff like that really helps. Shares. If you can like any of my stuff or share it, that really helps grow the channel. Like I said, if someday it made a little money and paid for some of my time for all the editing and stuff I do, it's crazy how much time that takes. That'd be awesome. Thanks for watching if you're still here. And I'm going to go ahead. It's 6 minutes now. It's been a long one today. I'm going to go ahead and get out and dry off and go to jiu-jitsu. It does go faster with talking. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. The water's 37 degrees today. Feels good. Hope you're well.